And upon him being the new judge, the February 6th hearing was canceled and a new date was put on the calendar for March 2nd.
Because of the new judge?
Yeah.
Okay, so March 2nd is this Friday.
It is.
Okay, and so right now, though, you don't know if it is going to happen.
In this moment, I don't know if the March 2nd hearing in my dad's murder case is going to happen or not. And we are coming down to the wire.
Wow, okay. And you told me over text, though, that's making you pretty anxious.
So how do I get a good soundbite? Yeah, I mean, the whole ordeal, has been anxiety producing, of course, and of course the anxiety heightens, in the weeks before every one of these hearings. And here I am again. I'm hoping to get this hearing on March 2nd stopped with our civil case against the prosecutor, and I've got my plane ticket booked, and I don't know if I need to be on that plane or not. If the hearing happens on March 2nd for my dad's murder case, I must be there because I am going to give another victim impact statement, and I have a lot of things to say. So I have to be there.
Okay, I have two questions for you. So, I'll tell you both of them. We'll just do one at a time. One is, how has your dad's death affected you? And then also, how has just the way this case has been handled affected you?
I feel free to get tears if I can wring tears, I may have, I've got, some answers now as to how my dad's death has affected me. But once this legal ordeal is over, I may have a whole new understanding of how my dad's death has affected me. I know there's a very large void in my life without him. I still go through his papers and through family photographs, and I connect with, family members and old friends of his, and I get, just sort of new information about him, in my memory, and I can just feel his absence. It's really hard. Let's see if I can, come up with something more eloquent.
No, that was perfect. And then the other part, having to go through all of this stuff, though. And
okay, so I got something to say about that. It's been 16 months now since his murder. I can't stop fighting about this. At the beginning, I was giving, the system and the prosecutor the benefit of the doubt because they are, the prosecutor is an officer of the court. He represents the state and the state's best interest. But since, I found out about the involuntary manslaughter charge change, and then I found out from the coroner about my dad's real cause of death, and then the next day, the prosecutor being very angry at us and shutting down any of my questioning about my dad's real cause of death, and then making slanderous allegations against my dad as if those allegations justify his murder. After all of those, I can't stop fighting this. And I know that none of this is going to bring my dad back. I also do feel concern for fighting for his reputation, even though he's gone. But the other thing that I feel good about in fighting for this is, I'm getting a lot of support from people, family and friends, but also from people I've never met. And it's because they see the injustice going on in our case in particular, and they have seen similar injustices in Franklin County. And I can see them being motivated and catalyzed to act not just on my behalf, but on their own behalf and their own community. And so they have become more aware of the importance of becoming involved in their local politics. So that is inspiring to me, and I'm glad, if only it doesn't bring my dad back, but if it catalyzes the community to be a better place, I think that's great. My flight right now is at 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday. The other thing I'm waiting for is, I'm hoping that the judge in the murder case for March 2nd will postpone that hearing based on the civil action. So I don't know if I need to get on my flight or not. And I hope I find out in time whether or not I got to board that plane.
Yeah, I would want to know too.
A daughter demands justice after her father is hogtied and murdered during a burglary, but she doesn't think the prosecutor can get it. Good evening, I'm Mike Bush.
And I'm Christina Coleman. Ken Allen died inside his house in the Washington, Missouri area. 5 on Your Side's Kaya Edwards talked to his daughter, who wants a special prosecutor to handle this case.
Well, the defendants could serve 7 years for involuntary manslaughter. They're set to appear in court this Friday. Ken Allen's daughter, who lives in California, planned to be there. But with a lawsuit filed today, she's not sure if it will still happen or whether the prosecutor will be replaced.
November 2016, Kathy Allen's dad, Ken Allen, was murdered.
I can just feel his absence.
Since then, Allen says the prosecuting attorney, Robert Parks, has offered the people accused of killing her dad 2 different plea deals.
Plea deal number 1 was 10 years for burglary and involuntary manslaughter.
This was the day a judge rejected that deal.
Number 2 was receiving stolen property and involuntary manslaughter, 7 years. So I don't understand why Robert Parks would offer up an even more lenient plea deal.
Now Allen and her group, Justice for Ken, have filed a lawsuit petitioning the courts to remove Parks from the case. Allen says it's not only because of the plea deals.
We believe that Robert Parks has a conflict of interest.
8 weeks before Ken Allen died, she says he filed a federal lawsuit.
One of the parties named in his lawsuit was a deputy attorney who was serving under Robert Parks.
Allen says Parks has until Wednesday to respond to the new civil case against him.
I've got my plane ticket booked, and I don't know if I need to be on that plane or not.
An ideal outcome for her?
I want the case to have a special prosecutor.
We reached out to the prosecuting attorney's office tonight, and we're waiting to hear back. When Allen questioned the first plea deal, Parks told 5 on Your Side, quote, "I am sorry that the family of Ken Allen does not agree with my handling of this case." He went on to say that he believed that plea deal was best for both parties.